Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the market. It's currently 4:09 p.m. March 23rd, 2021, Tuesday. Kind of ugly out there. 308 on the Dow, 149 NASDAQ, 30 on the SPX. Got a little top heavy. Anyway, make sure you subscribe if you're new, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. Yesterday, I talked about Tradestation and speaking with them. Looks like my fixes helped a little bit. I don't think it has anything to do with my side. I really don't. And I'm thinking you guys probably had a couple minutes in the beginning of the open and the last couple minutes at the end today of some data issues. I had very similar things that was happening on Friday on certain stocks where the charts weren't moving. That level 2 was moving. The prints weren't. The matrix was right. Like level 1 data was working, but level 2 data or market depth data was not working. So my video is still on hold for Saturday. I still think they might help reduce some of the data flow. Maybe I'll still create a video most likely, but I don't know if it's going to help with this particular problem. So today was interesting. Got off to a really hard start. I got stuck trading DLPN in the pre-market. And I don't know what I was thinking. I actually did something I don't ever do. I actually bought it looking for a break. Let me bring up the afters here. Or the pre-market, I should say. Wait, here's the news. I was trying to get in this thing early. These are 5-minute candles. And I tried getting in at like 1450, 1475, break of the high in the pre-market. I wasn't know what I was thinking. It was already up 100% or something like that at the time. I thought I had another leg in it. And I actually bought down through a couple areas more. So I actually started with very small shares. I think I started with like 50 shares. Then it added 50 shares. Then I added 100. And then I added 200. I was doing something so stupid. Don't really know what happened. Then it just pulled down all the way to like 10 or something like that. And I got out. I was down 495 in the pre-market session on some piece of crap stock that I never should have been in the first place based on my rules of, we all break rules, but this one was, okay, why are you trading this at the highs in the pre-market? So I started my day 495 down. And, I was like, okay, we got some work to do. Fortunately, things really got going, and I had an awesome day considering I was down 495. All right, so let's bring up the numbers here. End of the day up 99. So I flipped that around. I think the highest I was like 120. Here's the DLPN. I actually traded it in the early part of the session opening, like 940 or so, like during this move, and got back like over $170 or so. This ZKIN was a news play I kind of got stuck in. I didn't realize how spready it got, and I failed on this news trade. It wasn't really like I was going in heavy. I was only in for 100 shares, I believe. TKAT. It was funny because this was at the open on TKAT. I'm going to bring that up because it's kind of important here. Let me turn off. It was through the 65 level, I believe. And you can see here at the low 64. So I got in 65, but it was so whippy that it went against me right when I got in at the 65 level. And, I'm just like, okay, what do I do here? And once I saw the ask at like 65.05 or something like that, or 65 again, because the bids dropped off to like 64.20. I was down like another $200 or something like that. I just bounced out at 65, took a $6 loss on it, and look what it did. It ripped up to 70.63. So that was an obvious big mistake. I would have gotten 5 points out of like 200 shares. That was just kind of unfortunate. So that's what happened with that. Apple, it was frustrating because it was down here on this candle, double bottom, and I took the break of the candle here, And I'm like, okay, I'm going to set my stop at the low of the day and, try to get 1 point out of Apple. I think Apple markets were moving up at the time. I'm like, I'm going to take Apple and ride it out for the day, or at least ride it out for a point, until I take something off. And I didn't sell, and it went in my favor, and then eventually it pulled back and stopped me out with a small gain, the gain you saw, which was $7. And then a few minutes later, or I guess 15 minutes later, it decided to go up a point and a half. Just Apple, whatever. Good morning news plays were what saved me. There was an announcement on KOSS, some kind of patent. It actually happened in the first 5 minutes. So that was my first trade. I was like, boom, boom. 300 shares, got $125 out of that one. Boeing was a nice little trade early on, and then it died off. I got this like move through here or something like that. BBIG was another news trade. It's 1830. Hold on 1 second. I just looked over there. I just kind of messed this up. My entry was on this candle here. 396 with an exit of 403 and 397 on 300 shares. And then I got out of it because it pulled back here to 388. But look what I didn't give enough time. And it went up to 486. So this is a news event I did not take advantage of today. So TLRY, another. Actually, news came from my room, and then it got a secondary announcement about legalization somewhere, maybe at 1:15 here, and I jumped on a couple trades on TLRY. I made $38 on that. Disney was another one. This was a quick pop at 9:52. Didn't really do much. It was already down on the day, and I kind of just jumped on it and jumped out of it. I knew it was down on the day, and it just kind of fizzled. Why is this 9? Yeah, it was 9:52. Okay, so 9:52, I took a Disney trade for $33, and that was nice. These are the trades I took. Got to remember, I took another DLPN trade that kind of hurt me, and then I took like 2 DLPN trades that got me back a little bit. So ending the day up $100. Today is awesome. I was in a zone once I started taking these trades. I didn't take anything in the late afternoon hardly. I really didn't take much after 3 o'clock. Nothing really set up. I missed the late day break on DLPN, and then the FNKO, I believe. It was doing some damage through this level from 17 all the way up to 21. I tried taking a pullback here. Made like $33 on that one. So, again, let me bring up I'll show you how my day went. Okay, so here's the 100. So I had 42 trades. That includes all buys, all sells. I had 35 winners, 7 losers, and most of them came in that pre-market trade. But if we go to the performance graph, you can see my drop off here at a low of 495 here. And then I just kept climbing it after that ever since. I think my high here was 120, and finishing up 100. I'll take for sure based on the market falling off, all that stuff. So hopefully today was a nice little flush, and tomorrow we get like a bounce down and then I move back up. But we have to trade what we see. That's all we can do, right? So make sure you subscribe if you're new, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm most likely going to have to call Tradestation again if this keeps happening. So let me know if it's happening to you, and we'll go from there. Have a good night.